Okay, today we are going to learn the Takadimi syllables for compound meter.
Ooh.
Okay. So we talked about this before, but what does 6/8 mean? Yes, Sydney.
6/8 notes
6/8 notes in what?
in the box.
The box, yes, but what's one box called?
A measure.
A
Yeah.
measure. Good job. So if we have 6/8 notes, and we have our Takadimi syllables for simple meter over here, and where do you think the syllables will line up here? Maybe?
Is it
What will be the same?
DD?
Well, ta will be the same. Yes.
being Todd, DD.
What's okay? But think about this. Hang on a second. Where in the 16th notes you can't put 3 in here, right?
What about this one? The bottom has 3. Could it be the same as the 3?
Yeah,
Like
There it
Benjamin.
is.
But there's an 8th note and 2 16ths, right? So that's not the same as 3 8th notes.
So would it be Todd D? And then what would the third one be?
What if you put a note right here?
It's something else.
Right. So what would you get if you put ka and d together?
Key.
Key. Very good. So that's the second one. Ta, ki, and the last one.
Me?
No, this one's a little bit different. This is ta, ki, da. So
So it's like if you put Todd D together.
There you go.
all right.
Todd is here on your screen.
This worked out. All right. So for this we have ta, ki, da. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ta will stay the same. Let's everybody stand up and get in a circle.
There's a table.
Well, gather in a small circle.
There you go.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is keep a steady beat on our legs. Very good. And we're gonna say taki da taki. Wait, no. Taki da 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 ta ta taki da taki da taki da ta ta taki da taki da ta ta taki da taki da ta ta. Okay, very good. So we need 16th notes and 6/8, right?
I mean, I think the 8th tone gets the beat, right?
I know, but
Is it D one of those? Because D was one over there.
yes, it is. So when we have 12 notes, no, this says.
Is that what it is?
So what's always the given?
Ta.
And Sydney, you said D is somewhere, right? Where do
Yeah.
you think D is in here?
Well, let's see. It was the third one in the other one, so it's Taka D. So
It's the
it's
third
like
one.
it's like ta.
Let's think about this. When you have a beat in simple meter, D is right in the middle, right?
No.
It's the beginning of the second part of the beat, yeah?
2,
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
4.
So it's the fourth one.
Because it's like 6/8, like bum 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 bum, like
Can everybody see that?
like that.
Let's,
Sorry.
all right, so then we have this triplet, right? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so where does this fit into here? We have
Every-
this D,
Every 8th note.
Yeah, every other.
every
Little
other
guy.
one, ta, ki, da. And so this one, it's a little different, ta, va, ki, di, da. And then what does this start with, the last one in simple meter?
And it starts with
M, but if the one before it is da, what's this one gonna be?
me.
Ma.
Why? Because after va is P. So you're saying there's 2 A's together?
There are 2 A's, 2 I's, and 2 A's again.
Okay.
Alright? So let's add that one in. Ready? Ta, 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 takita, 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 takita. Hang on, let's slow it down a little bit.
Okay.
Ta, 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 takita, 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 takita. Tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama. Okay, let's stop for a
for the
second.
camera.
Let's just say these syllables. Ta, ta, ki, di, dama. Tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama, tabakiti dama. Okay, stop for a second. Did you notice what we started tapping?
We started tapping twice whenever we were saying that. We were supposed to tap once.
We were actually tapping 3 times on the ta, di, ki, and da.
We were the 6/8.
Okay.
Right. So we were tapping this and saying this. So what does that mean we were doing? If we were tapping the 8th notes and saying the 16ths,
Multitasking.
well, yes.
Or subdividing.
Subdividing. That's right.
Whoa,
So
what's that?
that's something that we always want to do when we're playing our instruments is you have to keep the beat in your head. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you feel it in your toe and your shoe, the big beat, and then the smaller beats you hear in your head while you
So-
play.
Is it sub because your foot's under you? Because sub is like under, like submarine, right?
Right, but sub is more like, if this is the big beat, then these are smaller notes in the big beat. So it's
Oh, so it's like
subdivided.
how subs are small and they're in the ocean? And the ocean's big?
You're cutting up the big thing into little pieces.
Right,
So it's just like you.
So like cutting up a sub sandwich.
Yeah.
So think about dividing more than sub.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
yes. Okay, so let's clap tap the ta, ki, da. Ta,
Kida. Takidama. Tavakididama. Tavakididama. Tavakididama.
okay. And then we also have variations like this on this. So if we have 2 16th notes and then 2 8th notes after that, what are these syllables going to be?
Tavakida.
Kida. Da.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. So let's try this one. So tap the 8
Funny thing
notes.
is that you're not really learning it.
Takida.
Takida.
Try the new one.
Tavakida. Tavakida. Tavakida.
Very good.
Tavakida.
Okay, stop. Now, does everybody have that one? Sounds like we do.
We got it.
Okay, so then if we have 1 8th note and 2 16ths in the middle, what's this one gonna be?
Top.
Ta goes here.
And da
Ki.
at the end.
Da at the end.
Ki.
Yes, ki.
Why isn't ma at the end? Oh, cause it's
Because this, see, this is 1 8th note, 2 16ths, another 8th, so the last 8th note is da. Alright.
Does
Yes?
the last 8th note, like, is ma when it splits? So you get ma when it splits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get
Yeah.
to that. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Not yet. You're a little ahead. So let's try this one, but the same way. Tap the 8th note. Ta, ki,
Kida. Takidida. 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 Takidida.
Okay.
Ta.
Now, what Sydney was starting to say is if we have 2 8th notes and then 2 16ths at the end, what are the syllables going to be for this?
Dama.
Ta, Where does dama go?
At the end.
Ta, key.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
And
That's
then
where
what's the
dama
last
goes.
one in the middle?
Key.
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 Be a real
Yes,
I
ma'am?
don't understand how we figure out what syllables to put.
Okay, so the best way to think about it that I have found that works for me is that if you have these eighth notes, these are always going to be consistent in compound meters. And compound meters mean we have 3 eighth notes in subdivisions, right?
Yes.
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 Like in 6/8 and 9/8 that we've talked about before.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, right.
All right. So then when we have the 16th notes, that's just a more divided version of this, right?
Divided
Yeah.
2.
Divided by 2.
So,
Right.
So like
So,
like divided by 2 means there's 2 for each one.
yes, because these syllables are the same as this one, and this one, and this one. So
That's
then when you
cool.
have maps like this, it's like, you guys are in pre-algebra now in math, right?
yes.
No.
No, I
No.
took
I'm in the
pre-algebra.
dumb math.
Yeah,
I
That's okay. Okay, so, but you all know how to, you've looked at a map before in geography, right? Social studies? Yes. That's okay. You've looked at a map. So this is like your key to the map, and this is your directions to get to the key. The key helps you find this out.
So you go back to that when you're trying to figure out what syllables to use.
Because
Yes.
it's like a morph of it.
Yeah, it's like a combination between the ones, but, and that has everything.
This has everything.
Yeah.
This is your teacher's answer key to grade your tests. Does that help, or is that still confusing?
Why do we have to have so many different syllables? They're hard to remember.
Well, because if we call 2 of them the same thing, then we don't know what part of the beat we're talking about. And they're all just a little bit different. You'll get used to them.
But I don't need to know what part of the beat I'm talking about. I just look at the music and play the amount of length it is.
Right, but how do you know the length it is if you don't know where it is in the beat?
It's got little lines to tell me that.
Yeah, this is just another way to think about it. And this is how we talk about it in class. Yes, Jenna?
My old teacher had us say triplet instead of fancy words. Is that okay if I still use that?
How about, for me, try it for a couple of times like this for 3 days, and then we'll talk about it again, okay?
Okay.
The rest of this week. Thank you. Okay, does the mapping make sense? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, now let's try them all together. Ta, ki, da.
Ta,
Ki, da. Ki, da. Tava ki di dama, tava ki di dama, ta ki da, ta ki di da, ta ki dama, tava ki di dama, ta ki da, tava ki di dama, tava ki di dama, tava ki da. Tavakida, Tavakida, Takididama, Takidama, Takididama, Takidida, Takidida, Tavakididama, Takida,
Does anyone have any questions about compound meter? Yes.
I noticed that there's one in between. So like there's one that's smaller in between each of the ones that's bigger.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the 16th notes and the 8th notes.
That's just real cool.
Are we gonna test on this?
You better not.
Maybe, but
course.
the point is that you know how to count your rhythms so we can talk about it in the music that we play. Because we're going to start a piece in 6/8 very soon. Okay?